Salam, welcome back guys to part 3 of today's session. So in part 2 we finished Surah 38, Surah Tasad. So now we're going to begin Surah 39. Sorry, I'm always having to clear my throat. I have asthma, so sorry. This like inhaler that I have to use every day for my asthma makes me have to clear my throat a lot, so I'm really sorry. I apologize. Surah 39 is called Surah Az-Zumar. Surah Az-Zumar. Okay, tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Which means the successive groups. Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most compassionate and most merciful. The revelation of this book is from God, the Almighty, All-Wise. Indeed, we have sent down the book to you, O Prophet, in truth, so worship God alone, being sincerely devoted to Him. Indeed, sincere devotion is true only to God. As for those who take other lords besides Him, saying, we worship them only so they may bring us closer to God, surely God will judge between all regarding what they differed about. God certainly does not guide whoever persists in lying and disbelief. Had it been God's will to have offspring, He could have chosen whatever He willed from His creation. Glory be to Him. He is God. He is Allah, the One, the Supreme. He created the heavens and the earth for a purpose. He wraps the night around the day and wraps the day around the night. And He has subjected the sun and the moon, each orbiting for an appointed term. He is truly the Almighty, most forgiving. He created you all from a single soul. Then from it He made its mate, and He produced for you four pairs of cattle. He creates you in the wombs of your mothers in stages, one development after another, in 3 layers of darkness. That is God, your Lord. All authority belongs to Him. There is no God worthy of worship except Him. How can you then be turned away? Okay. I was just trying to think of something. If you disbelieve, then know that God is truly not in need of you, nor does He approve in disbelief from His servants. But if you become grateful through faith, He will appreciate that from you. No soul burdened with sin will bear the burden of another. Then to your Lord is your return, and He will inform you of what you used to do. He certainly knows best what is hidden in the heart. When one is touched with hardship, they cry out to their Lord, turning to Him alone. But as soon as He showers them with blessings from Him, they totally forget the one they had cried to earlier, and set up equals to God to mislead others from His way. Say, O Prophet, enjoy your disbelief for a little while. That's God telling the Prophet to say to the people, enjoy your disbelief for a little while. You will certainly be one of the inmates of the fire. Are they better or those who worship their Lord devoutly in the hours of the night, prostrating and standing, fearing the hereafter and hoping for the mercy of their Lord? Say, O Prophet, are those who know equal to those who do not know? None will be mindful of this except people of reason. Say, O Prophet, that God says, tell your people that God says, O my servants who believe, be mindful of your Lord. Those who do good with this world will have a good reward. And God's earth is spacious. Only those who endure patiently will be given their reward without limit. Say, I am commanded to worship God, being sincerely devoted to Him alone. And I am commanded to be the first of those who submit to His will. Say, I truly fear, if I were to disobey my Lord, the torment of a tremendous day. Say, it is only God that I worship, being sincere in my devotion to Him. Worship then whatever gods you want instead of Him. Say the true losers are those who will lose themselves and their families on Judgment Day. That is indeed the clearest loss. They will have layers of fire above them and below them. This is what God warns His servants with. So fear me, O my servants. And those who shun the worship of false gods, turning to God alone, will have good news. So give good news to my servants, O Prophet, those who listen to what is said and follow the best of it. These are the ones rightly guided by God, and these are truly the people of reason. What about those against whom the decree of torment has been justified? Is it you, O Prophet, who will then save those bound for the fire? But those mindful of their Lord will have elevated mansions built one above the other, under which rivers flow. That is the promise of God, and God never fails in His promise. Ayah 21. Do you not see that God sent down from the rain in the sky, channeling it through streams of the earth, then produce with it crops of various colors? Then they dry up, and you see them wither, and then He reduces them to chaff, dust maybe. Surely in this is a reminder for people of reason. Can the misguided be like those whose hearts God has opened to Islam, so they are enlightened by their Lord? So woe to those whose hearts are hardened at the remembrance of God. It is they who are clearly astray. It is God who has sent down the best message, a book of perfect consistency, consistency, and repeated lessons, which causes the skin and hearts of those who fear their Lord to tremble. Then their skin and hearts soften at the mention of the mercy of God. That is the guidance of God, through which he guides whoever he wills. But whoever God leaves to stray will be left with no guide. Are those who will only have their bare faces to shield themselves from the awful torment on Judgment Day better than those in paradise? Will it then be said to the wrongdoers, reap what you sowed? Those before them also rejected the truth. Then the torment came upon them from where they least expected. So God made them taste humiliation in this worldly life. But far worse is the punishment of the hereafter, if only they knew. Ayah 27. We have certainly set forth every kind of lesson for people in this Quran, so perhaps they will be mindful. It is a Quran revealed in Arabic without any crookedness, so perhaps they will be conscious of God. God sets forth the parable of a slave owned by several quarrelsome masters, and a slave owned by only one master. Are they equal in condition? Praise be to God. In fact, most of them do not know. You, O Prophet, will certainly die, and they will die too. Then, on the day of judgment, you will all settle your dispute before your Lord. Who then does more wrong than those who lie about God and reject the truth after it has reached them? Is hell not a fitting home for the disbelievers? And the one who has brought the truth and those who embrace it, it is they who are righteous. Will they have whatever they desire with their Lord? They will have, See? Dyslexia. It switched the words around. Okay. They will have whatever they desire with their Lord. That is the reward of the good doers. As such, God will absolve them of even the worst of what they did and reward them according to the best of what they used to do. Is God not sufficient for his servant? Yet they threaten you with other powerless gods besides him. Whoever God leaves to stray will be left with no guide. And whoever God guides, none can lead astray. Is God not almighty, capable of punishment? Ayah 38. If you ask them, O Prophet, who created the heavens and the earth, they will certainly say, God. Ask them, consider then whatever idols you invoke besides God. If it was God's will to harm me, would they undo that harm? Or if he willed some mercy for me, could they withhold his mercy? Say, God is sufficient for me. In him alone the faithful put their trust. Say, O Prophet, O my people, persist in your ways, for I too will persist in mine. You will soon come to know who will be visited by humiliating torment in this life and overwhelmed by an everlasting punishment in the next. Surely we have revealed to you the book, O Prophet, with the truth for humanity. So whoever chooses to be guided, it is for their own good. And whoever chooses to stray, it is only to their own loss. You are not a keeper over them. It is God who calls back the souls of the people upon their death, as well as the souls of the living during their sleep. Then he keeps those for whom he has ordained death, and releases the others until their appointed time. Surely it is in this are signs for people who reflect. So when we're sleeping, do we go to God? Our souls, do our souls go to God? He calls them to him. Is that what that means? And then, well, it would be lovely to be able to die in your sleep. That would be the best way to go, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, for most people, that's not the way. We all pray to die in our sleep instead of any other way. Okay. Ayah 43. Or have they taken others besides God as intercessors? Say, O Prophet, would they do so, even though those idols have neither authority nor intelligence? Say, all intercession belongs to God alone. To him belongs the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and to him you will all be returned. Yet when God alone is mentioned, the hearts of those who disbelieve in the hereafter are filled with disgust. But as soon as those gods other than him are mentioned, they are filled with joy. Say, O Prophet, O God, originator of the heavens and the earth, knower of the seen and unseen, you will judge between your servants regarding their differences. Even if the wrongdoers were to possess everything in the world twice over, they would certainly offer it to ransom themselves from the horrible punishment of Judgment Day, for they will see from God what they had never expected, and the evil consequences of their deeds will unfold before them, and they will be overwhelmed by what they used to ridicule. When one is touched with hardship, they cry out to us alone, us meaning God. Then when we shower them with our blessings upon them, they say, I have been granted all this only because of my knowledge. Not at all. It is no more than a test. But most of them do not know. The same had already been said by those destroyed before them, but their worldly gains were of no benefit to them. Excuse me. So the evil consequences of their deeds overtook them, and the wrongdoers among these pagans will be overtaken by the evil consequences of their deeds, and they will have no escape. Do they not know that God gives abundant or limited provisions to whoever he wills? Surely in this are signs for people who believe. Ayah 53. Say, O prophet, that God says, O my servants who have exceeded the limits against their souls, do not lose hope in God's mercy, for God certainly forgives all sins. He is indeed all-forgiving, most merciful. Turn to your Lord in repentance and fully submit to him before the punishment reaches you, for then you will not be helped. Follow the Quran, the best of what has been revealed to you from your Lord, before the punishment takes you by surprise while you are unaware, so that no sinful soul will say on Judgment Day, Woe to me for neglecting my duties towards God while ridiculing the truth. Or a soul will say, If only God has guided me, I would have certainly been one of the righteous. Or say, upon seeing the torment, If only I had a second chance, I would have been one of the good doers. Not at all. My revelations had already come to you, but you rejected them, acted arrogantly, and were one of the disbelievers. On the day of judgment, you will see those who lied about God with their faces gloomy. Is hell not a fitting home for the arrogant? And soon God will deliver those who are mindful of him to their place of ultimate triumph. No evil will touch them, nor will they grieve. God is the creator of all things, and he is the maintainer of everything. So to him belong the keys of the treasuries of the heavens and the earth. As for those who rejected the signs of God, it is they who will be the true losers. Okay. Ayah 64. Say, O prophet, are you urging me to worship anyone other than God, O ignorant ones? It has already been revealed to you, and to those prophets before you, that if you associate others with gods, your deeds will certainly be void, and you will truly be one of the losers. Rather, worship God alone and be one of the grateful. They have not shown God his proper reverence. When the day of judgment and whole earth will be in his grip, and the heavens will be rolled up in his right hand, glorified and exalted is he above what they associate with him. The trumpet will be blown, and all those in the heavens and all those on earth will fall dead, except those God wills to spare. Except those whom God wills to spare. Then it will be blown again, and they will rise up at once, looking on in anticipation. The earth will shine, and the light of its Lord, the records of deeds will be laid open. The prophets and the witnesses will be brought forward, and judgment will be passed on all with fairness. None will be wronged. Every soul will be paid in full for their deeds, for God knows best what they have done. Those who disbelieved will be driven to hell in successive groups. When they arrive there, its gates will be opened, and its keepers will ask them, Did messengers not come to you from among yourselves, reciting to you the revelations of your Lord, and warning you of the coming of this day of yours? The disbelievers will cry, Yes, indeed, but the decree of torment has come to pass against the disbelievers. It will be said to them, Enter the gates of hell and stay there forever. What an evil home for the arrogant. And those who were mindful of their Lord will be led to paradise in successive groups. When they arrive at its already open gates, its keepers will say, Peace be upon you. You have done well, so come in and stay forever. The righteous will say, Praise be to God who has fulfilled his promise to us and made us inherit the everlasting land, to settle in paradise wherever we please. How excellent is this reward of those who work righteousness. You will see the angels all around the throne, glorifying the praises of their Lord, for judgment will have been passed on all with fairness. And it will be said, Praise be to God, Lord of all worlds. Thank you guys for joining me today. And that was the end of Surah 39. So tomorrow we will begin Surah 40 and go on from there, inshallah. Hope you can join me tomorrow, inshallah. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye.